You want to make your YouTube content more interesting and attractive, but it's almost impossible to figure out how to create engaging, good-looking B-roll for talking head videos. Now I will show you 3 techniques to create the perfect B-roll. The first technique, top-down shots. Initially, I thought that a top-down shot will be effective only if I had a product to showcase. That's effective, but not true. You can use top-down shots for almost any topic. As an example, if I talk about personal finances, I can do some math on a piece of paper. Or if I talk about fitness, I can design a workout plan. I made a video about how I write my scripts, so I made a roadmap on paper showing you how I do it. I made a video about my workflow as a video creator, so I made a roadmap with all the steps. And when I have a product, I can show the product or show how it works. And top-down shots can fill up to 20-30% of a video in an extremely interesting, captivating way. Now, how do I fill my top-down shots as easily as possible? I attached an extendable bar between my light stands. I have a big clamp with a ball head attached to it, and I bounce my lights on the ceiling to have a diffused light and avoid any shadows. I use my ZV-10 Mark I or Mark II, there is no difference. Most of the time for top-down shots, I use f4 with the kit lens or the Sigma 18-50mm, but also set at f4 to have perfect focus all the time, and that's it. Of course, if you have only one lens like the Sigma 16mm f1.4, you can use it, and if it's too wide, just make a small crop when editing. You can also add some good-looking elements like a plant or some RGB lights, or change the color with a simple colored paper. I have a full dedicated video where I show you how to build this overhead rig system, and I will add a link in the description and also affiliate links to all the equipment required to build it and all the equipment used to create this video. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I will earn a small commission, and this will help me keep sponsors away from this channel and create more valuable content for you. Thank you. If you develop a convenient way to create top-down shots, the dynamic of your videos will improve significantly. If you can't build something like this, use a simple C-stand that will work just fine. The most important thing is to practice and be creative with this kind of B-roll because it makes a huge difference. The second type of shots you can use to make your videos more dynamic are the classic tripod shots. This is a classic type of B-roll, but also extremely effective. Tripod shots don't fit in any situation, but most of the time it helps. If you talk about your desk, car, pool, garden, whatever, you can shoot and visually represent that subject. Yes, if you talk about personal finances, maybe you don't have what to shoot, but in many situations, this kind of B-roll has immense value for the viewer. For example, I shoot all the time from my tripod. If I talk about my talking head camera rig, I can simply shoot it from a tripod with my ZV-10 Mark I or Mark II. If I talk about my lights, I show the lights with a simple tripod shot. It works fine with the kit lens, but in this case, if you have something faster like an f2.8 lens, it's better when you shoot some details, but not mandatory. If you don't have much experience, begin with shooting static shots and create small movements when editing. Like this, for example. I shoot my camera for 30 seconds and I can make a small zoom in when editing. Set a keyframe at the beginning of the shot, adjust the starting point as you want, set another keyframe when the shot ends, make a small zoom, and now you have a smooth zoom in when the video plays. Or you can do a zoom out or a pan. With the ZV-10 Mark I, these shots are great because this camera has rolling shutter and no 4K slow motion, so it's better to avoid fast moves with it. And like this, you can create a super useful B-roll. What lens do I use for this? I like to use the Sigma 18-50mm f2.8. It's versatile and I can shoot almost any kind of shot. The f2.8 is great if I don't have huge lights, and it's also great for details. But if you have only one lens and you are a bit creative, you can do it with what you have. If you have only a lens like the Sigma 16mm f1.4, you can shoot wide shots, like this one. You can also put the camera close and shoot something like this. keep in mind that with a wide lens you will have some distortions. However, you can solve this when editing by cropping and making it look like a 24mm lens as an example. The kit lens also works great, but you need to have enough light, being an f3.5 5.6 lens, but you can do great b-roll with it. Next, if you want more, you can invest in a video tripod with a fluid head and make some real movement. This will look better and it gives more dynamics to your videos. I have a Sirui VC Traveler tripod. It's great. I will also add the link in the description. Set your shot, your camera and lights and make a smooth pan or tilt move. Here you need to be very gentle with the Mark I because you don't have slow motion and the movement should be extremely slow and smooth. With the Mark II you can shoot in 60 FPS and slow it down at 40% and the footage will look amazing. The main trick is to have a video tripod with a fluid head and set it right. Many creators think that this should be as loose as possible, but that's wrong, because by being extremely loose, it will pick up every vibration or inconsistency in movement. You need to practice and put some pressure on the movement. Tighten it a little and put some pressure on it, and it will look better. The only way to make this better is to practice and feel the tripod. Test at different settings and you will get it in time. Now, to light up the subjects, it depends on whatever you have, a super wide shot like this one or shoot something small like this. And if you find this video useful until now, don't forget to press the like button and maybe consider subscribing. Thank you. For wide shots, I try to use natural light or turn on all the lights in the room and increase the ISO if necessary. But for small subjects, I use one of my RGB lights to light up the subject or one of my tube lights. Most of the time, one or two RGB lamps are also great for the background to make the shot more interesting. You can use video lights, just find the best position and distance to avoid harsh shadows or harsh reflections. Move and test until you find the perfect spot. You will get better and better at this only if you practice and try things without being scared. Now, let's move to the third type of easy b-roll. Screen recordings. I use this all the time to show you all kinds of things and create dynamics in my videos. Look, you can use a free Figma account and create beautiful roadmaps and record them. You can show something in a software or on a website. There are a ton of possibilities. How do I record my screen? Most of the time on Mac I use QuickTime. Simply open QuickTime, go to File, New Screen Recording, select Record Entire Screen and press Enter. When you finish, stop it here. On Windows I use OBS. Create a scene, add the source, display capture on Windows or screen capture on Mac. But here is the trick. In settings, for the video tab, use your display resolution. If you don't know it, check your laptop or display manufacturer's website and find it. My laptop resolution is this. At the output tab and recording, I use the video bitrate 50,000 and that's it. Like this, the recordings will look perfect. You have endless possibilities with screen recordings for tutorials, roadmaps, documents, and website. It's extremely useful and easy to create after you set up OBS. Practice top-down shots. This will create a significant difference. Practice and add simple tripod shots to your videos and squeeze all the power of screen recordings. With this visual representation of your words, the videos will be much more engaging for your audience. But you can use all these types of b-roll for nothing if you don't know how to build your setup in the proper way to be easy to use and intelligently built to allow you to do everything you want. To inspire you, I will give you a dedicated video where I show you all the details of my setup and show you how to build it step by step. Watch this video, build your talking head setup and transform your videos into useful, valuable content for your audience.